It's Evelyn here, and welcome to Evelyn Colors. Today I am sharing with you my coloring space and how I store my stuff for coloring. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Let's do it. Before I show you my coloring space, I have a few things to share with you. Number one, this video right here is the first video in a series of videos that I am doing. The second video is how I store all of my coloring tools and what those coloring tools are. And I'll share with you some of my favorites all in that same video. The third video, I'll share with you all of my coloring books. I have a small space. My space is limited. I have carved out some areas within my bedroom. Yes, I said bedroom, to store all of my coloring materials. I have limited space, so I'm always looking at what I have and what I need and what I don't need, what I want and what I don't want. Not too long ago, I did a color pencils declutter. I got rid of a lot of color pencils, especially if I was not using them and I hadn't used them in months and I did not like them. I either threw some of them away and I also donated some. I do the same with coloring books. I go through coloring books probably every quarter or so, and I ask myself, Evelyn, do you like these books? Will you be coloring in these books? I actually do a flip through, and if nothing captures my attention, I push it to the side. I do that a lot, and I've had a recent donation to the Goodwill of some coloring books that I have. So I do that periodically so that I can free up my space. Now let's get into this tour right quick, and then I'll come back and we'll wrap it all up and I will be out of your hair. Welcome to my coloring spot. You have entered the area where I color, film videos, and edit the videos, as well as do writing and other creative things that I do, reading, journaling, reading my Bible. Yeah, I do that here at this desk. So welcome into my coloring spot. Check out my desk. Now over to the left, I have my printer. That's a new printer. I'm trying to get used to it. And I have my coloring tools over to the left. We're going to get into that in just a little bit. Notice that I have a background on the back of my wall. I'll tell you about that in just a little bit. Under my desk, I have stackable drawers to store my markers and pens. So here I store my super tips. Those are Crayola super tips. And then I have gel pens, and moving on down, I have some fine liners and markers. Moving on over to the next stack of drawers, I have some markers in those pencil cases up there. Tombos, Sharpies, yeah. I think this is a good place to store them because they are out of the way. They're not on top of my desk. They're under the desk. That's it for that. Check out my desk again. I have my little fan over there so I don't be hot. Notice my little bookshelf down up under the desk. I am a book lover. Also notice again the background. I used to do BookTube for a short period of time, and this was my background. Okay, I don't do BookTube anymore. I do ColorTube. But check out my desk. That's how it looks. And to the left of the desk, I have my coloring tools. Yeah, in those stackable plastic drawers. You have to be careful with the weight of things. Here's what's on my desk: a light, 3 pencil sharpeners, a paperweight, and some other stuff. I see some washi tape. I also see my little, I guess, thing that says every day I'm hustling. I actually bought that from the dollar store. Can you believe it? I love that thing. Now here is where I store my coloring tools, such as colored pencils. These are some colored pencils up here. You can see the cases. Coming back down, I have paper here, copy paper, and more paper, and then some coloring supplies there. Now I'm getting into the colored pencils. I have some Staedtler pencils there and some other stuff in there. They're all pencils. I have Prisma and Pablo's, watercolor and polychromos, and I also watercolor pencils, by the way. Hemi-gouache, acrylic markers, and other stuff there. And I also have some more colored pencils on the bottom shelf or bottom drawer. I keep saying shelf, but bottom drawer. And this is how it is, stackable drawers. You have to be careful with the weight. You can't put too much weight in these or you will be sorry. They'll break and crack. So that's what I have. That's what I'm working with. And it works for me. Now, behind this desk is where I store some more coloring books. These coloring books usually are the books that I'm coloring in for the month. In my case, August and September books are up here, and I have my books to the left-hand side that I color when I just want to put color in. Yeah, something. Here I store my how-to books. This is one of the books that I have, Colorist Special Effects. Yes, and then here are other books. I told you I'm a book lover. I have a lot of books. I'm a reader. Again, let's go back to the shelf. This is where I decided to put coloring books so that when I want to color a page and I know I'm coloring in it for the month, I'll just reach for that book. I leave them out so I can reach for them, have easy access. I bought this bookshelf from Walmart, by the way, when I was doing BookTube. Now we're going away from the desk and over here where I have two other stackable drawers. And the first one that you see here, I have my arc hole puncher up here, my color tubes, not tubes, color cubes. Here I have writing utensils in one drawer and then other supplies like supplies for journaling and stuff like that. And I also have some paint and other stuff here. Color by number coloring books, Mayo and Agusa coloring books and other stuff, RJ and other coloring books, that's Hampson. And then I have Christian coloring books on the bottom shelf. I have to be creative and be sure that I don't overweigh stuff. Okay. Now this is sketchbooks, art paper, and also mandala coloring books, Bassford books, and also Kirby books, as well as Haven's books and mythographic books. And then there's just other coloring books down here. Those are books I need to put away. I just set them there for the time being. Now, that is it. That's how I store my stuff. And as you can see, I have to be creative. I can't have a lot of stuff. So let's go back and chill. All right. This is my desk. I'm about to wrap it up now. See ya. All right. Now that was fast, wasn't it? I am excited to share with you the other videos in the series, and I know you will like it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down in the comments section below, and I'll be down in the comments to engage with you, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, you know what you better do? Keep calm and keep coloring. Bye.